Good evening, my fellow Exorcists, and welcome to the Lair of the Film Exorcist. Tonight, Gold Squadron will be reviewing Star Wars The Bad Batch, Episode 4, Cornered. The Batch's supply run goes awry. Gold Squadron calling in. Gold Leader.
Gold 2, stand by.
Okay, we're here. Now, before we move on to our opinion, I'd like to just announce that this video is sponsored by Animal, so go buy yourself some amazing low-priced anime merch, including cute figurines to brighten up your collection, and every time you use the code FILM, you'll get 5% off your purchases. So, it was a pretty eventful episode. I mean, we didn't have to have Crosshair coming in, and basically it felt like an old Clone Wars episode, like I'm trying to think of the one where Ahsoka had to go throughout the city. Actually, I think it's very similar to her escape arc during the after she was accused.
Oh yeah, was that season 5? I think it was. I think that was season 5. Like season 5, episode something. I know the episode title is The Jedi Can Do Too Much. I know that's the title of the episode you're talking about.
Yep. But yeah. I mean, we got Fennec Shan, the famed character from The Mandalorian that we met, who was friends with Boba Fett. So we might get a little connection to Boba Fett in here.
Yeah.
And
I definitely... Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say that I like how they showed how Fennec has a little bit of compassion at the end of the episode, when she, when the person who was running the landing dock that Hunter had to put the ship down in, I like that she didn't actually kill him like most bounty hunters would have. She just threw him some credits and went on her way.
Well, I mean, he is a useful resource. How many... you kill all your resources, you're never gonna have any contacts. I also kind of found it very interesting that guy got so afraid of Hunter, of Wrecker, so easily. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's seen bigger creatures, like the characters from Takodana, or I think they're called hunks or something like that in the Legends universe. If I remember, really big dinosaur-like creatures that were in the Knight Errant trilogy. But other than that, wow. And I mean, Wrecker is a really big guy.
Yeah, Wrecker is...
What was that?
Yeah, Wrecker is definitely... Wrecker obviously is a big character, and I guess he's probably never seen, like, what I guess is, in the Star Wars universe, a human male look that big and also fairly scarred. Because Lord knows, I would be scared out of my mind, too, if I had encountered with that guy and he was telling me to stand down and just, watch what I say. That would scare the shit out of me.
Well, I mean, then again, he also kind of forgot that lesson when he turned on the Bad Batch pretty easily for a couple of credits. But
oh yeah.
This episode also kind of shows the naivete of Omega. I mean, she literally broke the rule that every child in this universe and that universe is taught. Do not go with a stranger.
Don't go with a stranger.
And...
Do not go with a stranger. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Camino probably doesn't have strangers on their planet. But stranger danger is a big thing in that universe.
Yeah, especially when half of the universe is all bounty hunters. But
exactly.
I could kind of understand why she did it, because she was just a kid, she's scared, and this is her first time off world, so she doesn't know what's what. I'm
very surprised that when they mentioned the... Actually, no, I need to explain this. I think that the clone that the Kaminoans were looking for in the ending of the last episode, I think they were talking about Omega. She might be the, as some others have mentioned, Phase 3 clone trooper.
That would have been interesting if they definitely decided to go with female clone troopers.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, I think we've heard of stormtroopers, but not really clone troopers. But,
yeah.
She could also be...
That they didn't show us those proto stormtroopers or whatever they're called. I don't like them. I don't like humans in clone armor. I just don't like it.
It's so weird. That's why they only did it, I think, once in a comic as a little joke.
Well, I'm glad that they kept it to just once, but I know we're going to see more of that in the show because we still have 12 episodes left, and that means that probably towards the last half of the show, we'll definitely start to see the introduction of Stormtrooper armor in the Bad Batch. I feel like that's coming soon.
Right. I also kind of like Echo's part in this. I love Echo's part in this. Playing a military prototyped droid.
That was pretty funny. I like how Echo played it off in such a way that it wasn't so obvious, but then when the time came, he just switched and he's like, "Yep, I'm in charge. You don't run me anymore. I'm out of here."
Oh no! You also forgot the one brilliant line in that. And you got me for a bargain. So I'm leaving.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. I wonder how he reacted to the restraining bolt though, because we've seen it like being forced off of droids, and there's usually like a small spark. So I wonder how him as an organic being reacted to it.
Pretty normal. I mean, he's technically not a droid. The closest they came to was the little thing on the back of his head that looks like the one that Lobot wears, and the droid hand.
And that's it.
So, I mean, I don't think it affected him. And, to be honest, I thought he looked more like a bounty hunter from... I can't remember it. I feel like I've seen a bounty hunter like that once, but, or he almost looks like Boba, kinda. Young Boba during the Clone Wars.
Young Boba. Yeah, I see that. I'd like to see more of Echo fighting, though.
I would.
A little bit of that. I kind of want to see more of that.
Agreed. But, I mean, this was an interesting one. He is kind of now technically the leader of the droid pack, or D Squad, but sadly, we probably won't see those droids again.
Yeah, his version of D Squad, I guess.
But it was fun while it lasted.
Oh, for sure. I agree.
Other than that, it was...
What did you think of the chase between Hunter and Fennec? What did you think about that?
I felt it was actually very reminiscent of the chase on Coruscant during Episode 2, except a bit better. I mean, we get to see what the charge that Hunter was trying to sell does. We basically... I'm trying to think of another movie that has done something like this, but it's not coming to mind. Yeah, I actually really liked it, and it's speeder versus speeder bike, which is pretty cool. I mean, we've usually just seen speeder bikes and small transports going against each other, but this was a nice change, and I've actually found myself the guy that Fennec threw out of the speeder. I actually first thought that came to my mind is, well, he's dead. End of his story.
Probably.
We'll never see him again.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. Smashed his head on the steering console and then kicked him out. Yeah, he's definitely dead.
I did.
Yeah, this was another short episode.
Sadly.
Another quick one.
I mean, it's not filler, but it does work. It was our action for the next couple of episodes, I believe.
Yeah, it works on setting up some of the rest of the show, because now it looks like they'll start having to do bounties and stuff to survive.
That is a interesting idea. Oh, and I also really liked that we finally got to see Pantora, the homeworld of the Pantorans from the Clone Wars, and who George Lucas and his daughter played during episode 3, during the opera scene. Up until now, we've never seen their planet, which is kind of sad. I mean, and they've had like 2 episodes that we've met them in. The fight against the Talls on the ice world, and the kidnapping of Papanoida's daughters.
Chuchi.
No, not
Yeah.
Chuchi.
Oh, wait.
Chuchi's the senator. Papanoida is someone completely different. No, wait, he's the
Papanoida's
senator,
the father.
she's the representative.
Yeah, but Papanoida is the father. That's who George Lucas was in episode 3.
Yeah, but Chuchi is someone completely different. I actually can't remember the name of the daughters.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I'm going to be in Florida for a week, so I'll have some time to catch up on some Clone Wars content, baby. I have a lot of time to catch up. It's going to be great. 3-hour plane ride tomorrow, and a 30-hour train ride back next week. It's going to be great. I'm telling you. It's going to be lovely.
I mean, yeah, you were right. This was a slow episode. The chase scene was good. The little thing between... Oh, Wrecker got his ass kicked by a woman smaller than him.
Yeah.
That, I mean...
And Wrecker's head is just not catching a break.
No, it is not.
I feel like if he keeps hitting his head, then we might get like a smart Hulk version of Wrecker, where he's not so...
Dumb?
So, yeah, to put it mildly, yeah.
Honestly, he seems like the human shield for this series. First he takes the 2 gunshots, or blaster shots, from the first episode. Then he hits his head in the Desolate Planet episode.
Said again in this one, in episode 4.
Guy can't catch a break. And I mean, seeing him compared to this young bounty hunter, you'd think, oh, he's gonna destroy her like the Hulk pretty and easily. Nope,
Right, but
just
then
hits his
again,
head.
It's also like Yoda said, size matters not.
Skill matters more.
And we basically saw that. Size doesn't matter. If you're big, you're not fast. I mean, you can be big and fast, but in Wrecker's case, he's just big.
And I also noticed Hunter didn't do too well against her. I mean, he basically threw away his only weapon at her and almost ended up dead.
Well, he was also just thinking really quickly on his feet, trying to save Omega. I don't think he was really paying attention to, all right, I threw away my vibro blades, now what? He was really more focused on saving Omega, which is definitely going to be a theme in the show, is making sure Omega doesn't die.
That is true. I mean, I kind of wanted to see her steal Fennec's blaster and shoot her. But nope, it was one big chase scene. And I kind of want to see what happens to Fennec next. I mean, she's basically flying off.
In the show.
She got in contact with her contractor, which again I believe is the Kaminoans, looking for Omega so they can steal her DNA.
So you think it's the Kaminoans that contacted Fennec?
I do believe so. I mean, they were, again, the last episode they did say they need one clone, or they need them, but they're not too sure they're going to willingly come back. So,
Right.
they obviously sent Fennec to go capture Omega so they could use her DNA template to create more clones.
Right. Well, at least it wasn't an Imperial sanctioned mission. That's good. That means that Tarkin doesn't know that she exists.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows she exists, but possibly he thought she was just another medical unit.
Okay, I could see that. But, well, actually, no, there's no but. It's just that they're running out of genetic material from Jango Fett, so I guess they're kind of like, they just made new ones with Omega, hoping to change the gender and use that. That's probably the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But
anyway, this was a short episode.
it
Not
was.
really much to talk about again. It's even like the first episode.
I think we're gonna get more, at least hopefully next episode or later on in the series, because again, like we said previously, they're building up the story, they're building up the stakes, and they're showing us that a lot of times the Bad Batch don't have much place to run.
Yeah, and they don't have much luck on every mission.
Exactly. But yeah, it was a fun story. But I'm gonna have to give it a C+.
I give it a solid B. Just a borderline B.
Yeah, because, I mean, we needed at least some more in this. And we barely got to see Tech in this episode like last episode, so they're kind of sidelining him to just repair guy.
Yeah, that's probably all he's going to be. I also like how they made Tech look a lot like D. Bradley Baker. That's very cool.
I actually never noticed that.
Yeah. If you look at the, just look at the character model for him, and then, you'll see it. He looks a lot like D. Bradley Baker.
Awesome. But, yeah. I honestly think that's it, unless you have something else to say.
No, that's really it. Like I was saying, it was a short and quick episode, right to the point. Once again, Omega gets lost, Hunter has to find her, and another party gets involved. They fight. Omega is back with Hunter. The end. That's basically it.
Basically. So, yeah, you heard it here. B and C+. So, yeah. We'll see you guys next week, depending on who's on the show next week, Chris or, Jesus. But, I guess Gold Squadron out. Have a great night, guys, and may the Force be with you always.